Dear students, Assalamu alaikum and welcome to Nadeem Academy. Today we'll be talking about another important topic of business studies, and today's topic is comparing the size of businesses. And we'll be talking about this topic in two different parts. First part will cover who would find it useful to compare the size of the business. And in second part, we'll talk about business size can be measured in different ways. So we'll talk about both of these parts. So let's talk about the first part, and it is who would find it useful to compare the size of the business. But before that, let me tell you, we know that there are hundreds and thousands of the businesses around the world. Some are in sole proprietorship, while others are in partnership. While there are businesses who employ hundreds of thousands of employees, like Walmart has got more than 2 million employees, and there are a lot of other examples as well. So first of all, who would find it useful to compare the size of the business? So these are the stakeholders, and we know that stakeholders are the people or entities who are affected by the decisions of the business, and business itself is affected by the decisions of these stakeholders. And look at here, the first stakeholder is investor. So before deciding which business to put their savings into, as an investor we think a lot, because we will have to put a lot of money and we'll have to invest in the businesses. So before investments we got to decide about the business. In which particular business do we need to put our savings, whether that business is doing well or not. So investor becomes rational and decides first. Then government is going to find this information is very important, like comparing the size of the business is important for government. How? Because there are small firms, organizations, and there are huge organizations, and tax rates vary from small to large organizations. That is why government's tax decisions are based on the knowledge or the information about the business and its size. Then competitors, to compare the size and importance with other firms. Competitors find it useful. This information is important for competitors because once they are going to decide about their own business and they compare the size of the business with other businesses as well. Then workers, to have some idea of how many people they will be working with. Number one, if an individual is going to work in an organization, then he'll have to decide about how many people will I be working with all. The next one is bank, to see how important a loan to the business is. So for business, if loan is quite important, so bank got to decide about the size or look into the size of the business. Would that particular business be able to return the amount or not? Then these are the different ways in which business can be measured, or the size of the business can be measured. First, number of employees. The greater the number of employees, the huge the business is. But let me tell you here, we know that there are two sort of techniques. There are businesses which use capital intensive technique. It means they are using the technology while employing fewer amount of the people. It means the number of employee can mislead you regarding the size of the business. And there are other businesses which employ less capital. So they are employing the less capital, and they have huge number of employees with them. So it depends on which particular technique business is working. Second one is value the output, how much a business is producing. Again, the number of units produced, the overall output of the business is going to tell you about the size of the business. If a business is producing 1,000 units and the other business is producing around 50,000 units, you can say that. But again, you got to decide the nature of the products is different, so it can mislead you as well. But we got to know about the size of the business by this method. The third one is value of sales. So how much sales are there for a particular business? The greater the sales, we get to know that the huge the business is. The sales are low, it means we can say that the business is not that huge or producing a lot, then value of capital employed, the final one, again the same point. What sort of technology, the machines, the techniques have been employed in the business, and what is the value of that particular capital employed in the business. Fine. So dear students, these are the methods by which we can compare the size of the business. I hope you understand today's topic. Like, comment and share this video, subscribe my channel, and don't forget to click the bell icon for upcoming videos. Till next time, take care. Allah Hafiz.